What's up you guys, it's Pritam here. So today my topic will be the do's and the don'ts of the US visa interviews and question and answer. So after getting my visa rejected for the first time, when I got selected for my J1 internship and pursue my internship in the United States, I had to go to the US consulate and give my visa interview. The visa interview is necessary for you to come to the United States. That's the permission from the United States government that you are allowed to come here and also work here on certain types of visa. So there is a lot of visa categories and pretty much all the visa question and answer pretty much are the same. So there I'm not specifying any personal or any single categories for today. There will be a compact answer and the questions that you might get from the US consulate for your visa interview. So the backdrop is when I was graduating from my college. On that time it was 2018, and after graduating from my college I applied for internship in the United States, and after applying for my United States visa I had to go through the interview process, and guess what, that I got rejected. So even after I got rejected, then I had one more chance to go another time on the US embassy and then give my visa interview one more time. So what I did, I searched a lot of things on the online and really practiced my way up to get the visa actually, because if I don't have the visa then I don't get to the United States and go here and pursue my internship. So without that said, let's jump into the video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. In this video I'll cover the do's and the don'ts and what you should do and what you should avoid during your visa interview and before your visa interview. So please stick to this video until the end, and I hope to give you a lot of valuable information that I didn't have back in the time. And please consider subscribing because it takes a lot of time to edit my videos, and also I'm just starting out, so that's my humble message to you guys. If you subscribe and just drop one like, that is really appreciated, and it helps me a lot to grow my community and give my information that what I have learned. And thank you so much for watching today. So let's get into the video. So the don'ts will be: do not give any inappropriate answer and prepare adequately. If you are giving inappropriate answer, suppose the visa officer asking you one question and you're talking about another thing, that will consider as a fail, and you should have prepared adequately and you should have all the things needs to be done before all the visa interview that you have to go. Another thing is that you should not give any unnecessary information which is really not countable. Suppose the interview should be done with all the necessary information that they are asking. Suppose they are asking questions regarding your family, so you should tell them about your family. Don't talk about your friends and your friends' friends, all these things like that. Another one is unsuccessfully providing the documentation. So suppose you need to provide your hotel ticket or maybe your flight ticket or maybe your offer letter from your properties. If you are coming here with a work permit or with a work visa, then all the things that you need to provide there before you go there, you need to make sure that you have those things. So do not fail to provide your documentation. That's a very big fail. If they are asking for proof to you, you need to be able to prove those, that okay, this is my documents and I need to go for this reason, so they will consider it as a pass. But if you cannot provide those necessary documents, it will consider as a fail. The next thing you should not do is late. Being late is really rude about valuable things like this, so you should not be late. And when you apply for your US visa interview on the application on the online, there will be time that they will tell you you have to be arrived before the interview happens, like almost 15 minutes before you need to arrive there, and that's what something you need to follow if you are becoming late. So you are not taking this really seriously, and if you're not taking this seriously, so they won't also care that much about you going to the United States. So another time I'm saying that don't be late. So I remember when my visa interview was occurring on that time, I was almost like 45 minutes early on my visa embassy in India. So please be in mind that you should be there before at least 30 minutes ago. That's a good time. Suppose if there is some traffic over there, is some anything happening, so you'll get yourself some window that you can reach on the embassy with a adequate amount of time on your hand, and you should be have that time before you go to the interview. Another thing is to consider about inappropriate appearance. Suppose you are going in the United States of America's embassy on your state or maybe in your country, you need to be very professional. You need to look professional. Where the looks is, people will see you first and then they will speak to you. Suppose you need to be dressed for success, in my opinion, and you need to be look very polished. No matter I'm talking about like jewelries and something, just a fine suit or maybe fine dress that's not really flashy, but also you can wear any formal event. Consider wearing those, because these will help you to look more professional and look more confident and also serious. By that time, when you go to the interviewer, they will judge you by their appearances almost 20%, because that's a certain thing that they will speak to you before they will saw you, then they will speak to you. So be considerate about that, about your appearance. Don't do any casual dress, and don't wear any too fancy dress, because it's a formal thing and it's really straightforward to you. And be remember of that suppose you are wearing any jewelry, not heavy jewelry, I will recommend if you are a female. So I will recommend like a really light jewelry for office work or maybe in a formal event that you will wear. And my last one that you should not do is feel nervous before going to the US visa embassy, and then you are appearing for your interview. I know a little nervous, we all feel, even I felt that. No matter how many times I go, even though I go there for 2 times after getting my first rejection, I was not really feeling that confidence anymore. I was really nervous and really starstruck about what happened on my first interview. So it's really about yourself to be not nervous, and it's all about your mindset. So you should set your mind not to be nervous, and things like that will make your interview really ruin, and you will lose your golden chance to come here in the United States. So those were my don'ts that you should not do for your US visa interview at the US consulate or maybe at the US embassy. So right now I might say that you will know what you should not do, but you have a lot to learn still, because there is a lot of things and a lot of questions that they will ask you at the visa embassy or at the consulate that you should prepare for early ahead. In my chance, that when I got rejected at the first time, I made a couple of mistakes, and from those mistakes that I learned that you should be really straightforward and you have to answer straight to the point that they will understand loud and clear about what they're asking for. So first of all, before going to the do's that you should do, consider subscribe my channel and hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It really helps, and I really appreciate you for this. So the first question they will ask, like, what's the purpose of your visit to the United States? So in this time, will be the major key of your success, the getting the visa of the United States, if you answer it really straightforward and correctly. You just need to state that what is your purpose? Why are you coming to the United States? If I give you an example, the example will be easy for my case. When they ask me, why are you going to the United States, or what is your purpose going to the United States? I said that I have completed my graduation in hospitality management, in hotel management. So after that, I have applied for a J1 visa, which is an internship that I got from the JW Marriott Hotel in the Indianapolis, Indiana. So that's my purpose, to pursue my internship and learn a lot of things from the kitchen environment in the United States. So you need to be very thorough about what you need to say and what is your purpose. Think thoroughly and consider this question is very important to you. So the next question they will ask you, have you been to the United States before? So if you have, I will recommend you to give the answer, because if you don't give the answer correctly, they will know for sure, because you are in their system that you already visit the United States. So please tell them where you've been before in the United States. Suppose you saw your families or maybe your in-laws, maybe your relatives, and these I would consider telling you that you should tell the truth. And absolutely, this is a straightforward question. Have you been there? So they might know that you are telling the truth and not telling them any false information, which is really a negative thing. So consider telling them that if you've been to the United States, so just tell them, yes, I have been to the United States for 6 months. I had the purpose of visiting and I saw really great places around the US. So just like that, you need to follow with the lead and always be straightforward with the visa officer. On the next question, they will ask you, do you have any friends or relative in the United States? Suppose if you do have friends or relatives in the United States, you need to tell them that yes, I have my relatives, my aunt or my uncle or my nephew, my cousin, like that. And suppose if you do not have any relatives, it's easy, and you need to say that, okay, yeah, I do not have any relatives in the United States. That's as simple as that. After your relative question, they might ask you that, so give some details or give some information about your relatives. So in that question, you need to be thorough about what you're going to say, because if you tell them that, okay, yeah, I have my aunt in the United States, you need to know the exact state your aunt's living and the exact address, and they might ask you an invitation letter. Suppose you are going to visit your aunt again, or maybe that's your first time, they will ask you, do you have any invitation letter from your aunt from the United States? So you need to consider asking your aunt to give you an invitation letter for you to give them to the visa officer. On the next question, they might ask that where you will be staying in the United States in the time of your vacation there or in the time of your business there. So in that case, if you booked a hotel in the United States in any particular state of the 50 states here, so you might need to show them your hotel tickets and your hotel reservations confirmation, all those things. And suppose your family or maybe your relatives are calling you, and this time also you need to show their invitation letter, so they will understand that you will be staying with your relatives. And on the next question, they might ask you that why are you specifically traveling to the United States in this time? So this is an easy one for me, because I was going to the United States for my internship, and the internship start date was suppose October 1st. So I tell them that I need to go specifically in this time because my hotel or my property told me to come on that time, so I can attend my internship at the very first time. And suppose if you are working in an office or maybe you are working in some place that you'll just get your days off from particular time frame, so you need to tell them that, okay, usually I get my days off or my vacation time in this period of time, so that's why I chose to visit United States on my vacation time. So that will be appropriate answer. These questions will not be a big deal if you know what time you are going and why you are going. Maybe there will be some festival that you will get vacation time off, so you can tell them that. You have to be as honest as possible, because they will know about your face reading, about your behavior, your body language, that you might be lying. So do not consider lying. Again, tell them the truth that you got some time off, or maybe you having some vacation time, that's why you want to go in this particular time. So on the next question, they might ask you, this is a very important question, mark me, because I believe that in this question decided my first visa rejection. They asked me, okay Pritam, what's your parents do? So I told them that my mother is a homemaker and my dad is a truck driver. So that was honest, and I was trying to be as honest as possible, but I learned that you can say truck driver in a different way, in a different ways that they can understand also better. After this question they asked me and I told them the answer, they just told me that you are not eligible to approve your visa right now or today. So what I learned, and my next answer was on this question, I told them that my father works as a transporter, as a businessman. You'd see the difference between this. So you need to be very careful about your parents' occupation. Try for some another words which is matches and looks a little professional, and also that will help you to tell them that you will able to take care of yourself in the United States, that you will, if you need some funds or if you need some money, so that your parents can help you out whatever the problem is going on in the US. Another question they will ask that how long you'll be staying in the United States. Suppose you are coming on a J1 visa, so you will tell them that okay, my program is for only 1 year, so I will be staying in the United States for 1 year. Suppose you are coming on a business visa or maybe a travel visa, which is a B1 B2 visa, so those visas are particularly for 6 to 3 months. So you need to consider about what you are saying and what kind of visa you're applying. So you can tell them that okay, I'll be there for only 6 months or maybe 3 months. After my vacation ends, then I'll come back, something like that. Because in this question they will try to find that are you really telling the truth, or do you have any intention to staying in the US after you go there. So these types of things you need to understand in first hand. And you need to prepare for yourself to tell the truth, but also in a very straightforward way and one at a time. So thank you for watching today. I really appreciate you come here on this channel, and please consider subscribing my channel and like this video for the YouTube algorithm, and feel free to follow me on Instagram. I post it pretty much daily there, and I would like to have some questions, comments, what you like more on my next video. Just comments down below, and thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.